Today I'm taking a look at the young Luke Skywalker Star Wars Funko Pop from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and today I'm taking a look at the young Luke Skywalker Star Wars Funko Pop from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So, really happy that Funko made this character. I wasn't expecting them to make this character at all, but I am happy that they did, especially now that they made the young Princess Leia with Lola, so they're going to look great on display somewhat together, because you kind of see them both in the same episode, so they might be close together when I display them. I'm not too sure, but let's take a look at the packaging and then we'll open them up. So taking a quick look at the packaging, because Luke Skywalker is part of that Obi-Wan Kenobi series of Funko Pops, it has that same color scheme going on the packaging. So it's got the gold sand color behind the font there, behind all the text. It's got the black with the gray accent colors, the gray border around everything as the accent colors, and then, as I mentioned, Luke Skywalker, young Luke Skywalker is number 633 in the Star Wars series of Funko Pops, and then you always have the rendering of the Funko Pop on all of the sides of the box, and then the Star Wars and Funko Pop branding as well on all of the sides. So there's the front of the box, there's the one side of the box there. There's the back of the box with the rest of the pops in the wave. So I have done the review on the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Grand Inquisitor, the Purge Trooper, and now Luke Skywalker, and I will be doing a review on the Ned B. And when I get the fifth brother, I will be doing a review on that one as well. There's the other side of the box, and then the top of the box there. So let's open Luke Skywalker up and we'll take a closer look at him. So there is the young Luke Skywalker out of the box, and I do like this pop. I don't know if he's my favorite one from this wave. I am happy they made him though, because you know, you did see him in the Kenobi series, so that's all fine and dandy there. But yeah, no, as I mentioned, I do like this pop, but not my favorite from the wave. But some nice little details on his outfit. So they did a really good job of the details. So his pants there, how they're kind of ruffled above his boots there. I like how Funko did that. It really does look like it's fabric there, and that's something Funko's getting better at, especially on his robe there. It's got some texture there, similar to how they do the Grogu Funko Pops there. They kind of do it like they sculpt in some texture on his robes there to make it look like fabric and feel like fabric. So they did a really nice job on that. The paint application is decent for what it is. I mean, you can't really mess up this few colors, I don't think. But I don't see any overpaint anywhere on the pop itself. Most of the details on this pop are on his T16 ship there, the toy ship there that he's holding. They did some really nice sculpt work on that and paint application as well. So they did some black for the windows. It's got that iconic orange or red stripe there, so that looks great. And then the hair, they're getting better at doing hair, so the hair looks pretty decent as well. Not like, as I mentioned, not my favorite pop from this wave. The stance is kind of just okay, kind of meh. Even I would even go as far as saying kind of just lackluster pose, I guess, because he's just standing there. But it does suit him, because this is how you saw him close to the end of the series there in the last episode, when Obi-Wan did give him the toy starship, the T16 toy there. So it does suit the character from when he was in this scene here, but still not the greatest pose. So but I, as I mentioned, I am okay with it, because this is how he was in the show when he was holding the T16 ship there. So I'm okay with that. I mean, they didn't really do too much with the Luke Skywalker character in this series, so I guess it kind of suits the pop how they didn't do too much with the pop either. So that was actually kind of part of the reason why I didn't think they were actually going to make the young Luke Skywalker pop. I was totally expecting a young young Light Princess Leia Funko Pop, which they do have, and I will be getting as soon as that arrives. But the Luke Skywalker, yeah, I wasn't expecting them to do a Funko Pop, but he will look cool on display with the rest of my Kenobi series Funko Pops. But I am kind of curious how he scales next to some other child pops from the Star Wars lineup of Funko Pops. Alright, so first we have him next to Anakin, number 231 in the series. I can't remember if this was the Walgreens exclusive or not with the helmet on, but I would say they're pretty close in height there, so that's good. I was kind of worried that they might have made Luke the same size as characters like the Purge Trooper or the Grand Inquisitor, which I'll check in a minute, but I believe Anakin's shorter than some of the other characters, so as long as Luke is about the same size as his father was at this age, that works for me. So I'm happy that he's the same height as his father here. So another child Funko Pop I do have in the collection is number 185, the young Jyn Erso, and Luke is maybe a hair taller than the young Jyn Erso, but pretty close in height. Their torsos are pretty close, so I'm happy with that. Again, that he's roughly the same height as some of these children characters from Star Wars. So I'm fully expecting the young Leia with Lola to be about the same height as the Jyn Erso, which I will do a comparison of that when I do get that in. But let's just see how Luke compares to a character like the Grand Inquisitor. Alright, so there is a height comparison of Luke next to the Grand Inquisitor. I'm trying to hold these bases as flush at the bottom as I can. And you can see Luke Skywalker is a hair smaller than the Grand Inquisitor. I guess you can't make average height characters too much taller. Otherwise, taller characters such as Ned B, Chewbacca, some of the droids, the Dark Trooper, wouldn't seem like they're towering over these average height characters either. But I'm glad Luke Skywalker is actually shorter than the Grand Inquisitor, because when I picked these up, I wasn't sure. It was kind of hard to tell what his height was, but I am happy with the height of Luke Skywalker. But what do you think of the young Luke Skywalker Star Wars Funko Pop from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.